Something to consider when dealing with humans. Something to consider when dealing with humans. Quick little story. The little man got in his car. The little man is driving around his little car. And he's noticed that people were just irritating him. People were cutting him off. People were not holding the door for him. People were just treating him like shit, he felt. And he internalized that energy. And he said to himself, I hate the energy of today. I just, everyone's just full of crap today. I feel like I'm not getting the respect I deserve, I've earned in this world. And to that, an old wise man said to that flustered little man, don't let your day be affected by other humans. Most things are not personal, simply personal issues. He said, I'll repeat. Most things are not personal, simply personal issues. So what that means is, if you're dealing with someone that's being an ass or someone that has a horrible trait about them that's not so savory, whether you were there or not, that person is going to act that way. So if someone was to take your place and be standing in front of this jerk, guess what? That person's going to get the same treatment you got. And once the jerk leaves the store from doing something irritating to you, he's on to the next door, irritating somebody else with his energy, right? If they will allow him to penetrate their cipher and their aura. We should never let that happen. And we never let that happen by realizing that most things are not personal, simply personal issues. Whatever someone's doing, how they're interacting with you, how they're moving, how they're talking to you, how they're treating you, all of those things have everything to do with them as a person. It has nothing to do with you. A lot of these things have a lot to do with how people were raised or how they just are. It has nothing to do with you. So I would love for people to not have their days and lives and moments affected by other people, with and have the understanding that most things are not personal, just personal issues. Now, if you did something shitty or wrong or unsavory and it's personal, then yeah, okay, well, you did something wrong, so it's personal. So you deal with that and take the lesson and don't be shady anymore, and you won't get that energy anymore. But for the types of situations that go about every day, someone's always doing something, rubbing their bad day off on others, running around doing things because they don't feel good, so they're just going out in the world frivolously, just doing things, flipping people off, and worse. Some people are in your life right there in real life doing things, and obviously something's wrong with them. It has nothing to do with you. If you moved out, somebody else moved in, that person will have the same stories you have and the same distaste and disdain for this behavior and trait that this person's emulating. So try to just brush stuff off your shoulders and realize that most things are not personal. They're just personal issues. They have nothing to do with you. That person's all in their head, doing all kinds of stuff. And the stories go on, right? So try to chop everything up to that. Try to just piece it out. And if you're dealing with someone that you need to get away from, then you need to get away from them. If you're dealing with this kind of energy and you can't get away from it, it's not situational, but it's all the time, then you have to remove yourself from that. if you're not able to avoid, the impact and avoid the energy, you remove yourself. Okay? And then, yes, just remember that. I won't go into another lesson. I try to keep each video one lesson. So I'll just stop right there by saying that. Always consider what someone has went through or going through, and piece it out. Don't carry it. I do something called return to sender. I return to sender whenever someone gives me something I don't want. I say it out loud. No, 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 no. Return to sender. And I spiritually push that energy back to where it came from. And then I bless that person, right? Because it ain't good to have bad energy. But you're not going to give it to me. So I can respectfully return to sender. You take that back. Okay, thank you. Now, God bless you. I hope that energy is worked out of that person. I hope they work that out. But I rebuke and repel and block it from me. Ashe. And I move on in my own feelings and my own energy, not yours. And not hers or his. Don't carry other people's energy in you and on you. Pray about it and keep it moving. If you can't keep it moving, keep praying on it. Pray to keep it moving. Pray for the ability to move on and put it where it belongs. Okay? Most things are not personal, simply personal issues. Wise up. Stress kills. You are loved.